want to talk about defensively? I mean, that kind of broke down tonight. Or?
I mean, got to be better. From the goalie on out. It's it just seemed like any time there was a mistake, you blink and it was in the back of the net. So it was just one of those wild nights.
After Sunday's game, you talked about closing out with a stronger third. Those issues came back to bite you again today. Did the guys look tired? What were you seeing?
Well, we had 3 injuries that we were dealing with Binkley, Kamrass, and Petey was able to play some shifts, but that definitely affected a little bit. But again, you got to tip your hat to them. They pushed harder, and we didn't have a response. We had the 4-minute power play, and they score a very weak, shorthanded goal, and just can't happen.
How do you kind of just describe the emotional roller coaster that a game like this can give you?
Well, we haven't done very good in these type of games this year. If you look at the games that have been like this, we usually lose these games because, we weren't getting any type of calls. The refereeing was wildly inconsistent. Everything that they called early would happen later on in the game. The trip on Shasma doesn't get called. Same trip that Ciro has on Jacobs. I mean, the guys get frustrated. You're playing through a lot of stick work, and you got 7 power plays for them to our 1 power play. And finally, we got the 4-minute power play. But just, it gets to the guys, and, we got to be mentally tougher in these situations, plain and simple.
When you look at everything that happened tonight, what do you take away from it? What do you, when you guys hit the ice tomorrow to practice, what do you work on to get ready for Friday's game?
Well, I think a lot of it is actually between the ears. I think that's a big problem tonight. Is just how we handle these situations mentally. Physically, in terms of early on, some of the goals that we allowed were off of some lost battles. I didn't like the goals. A lot of the goals I did not like. They're coming in from wide angle shots, short side, far side. Stuff that shouldn't be going in is going in, and it's just not good enough.
Because of the mistakes you just described, is this, as a coach, do you see this as a teaching opportunity, something that can, in the long term, help your team grow?
Well, that's the first thing I said. I said these type of games, guys, and I haven't been in one like this ever. In my coaching career with 10 goals against, it's something new territory for me. But I do know this. Usually teams either go one way or the other after a game like this. So we'll see what team shows up on Friday.
Looking ahead to Friday, the Fuel is obviously a team you guys have had some success against as of late. What's been good about that matchup for you guys? What have you guys been able to take advantage of with that matchup?
Well, I mean, if I go back into those games, a lot of them have been road games. We've been desperate. We've blocked shots. We out-hit them. Those are a lot of the intangibles that we keep talking about that we got to bring, and everybody's got to bring it. Again, you see a guy like Anthony Petruzzelli is going to bring it for 60 minutes every night. You know exactly what you're getting out of him, and we need more consistency from guys throughout the lineup in terms of these games like this. Because again, Kalamazoo they're now healthy, and they weren't healthy about 3 weeks ago, but now they got all their contract guys in. They're healthy, and they're going to be a deadly team moving forward here. And you see Indianapolis getting contract guys getting healthy, so Toledo's getting guys back getting healthy. So we have what we have right now in terms of what we got, and it's good enough that we got the guys here to get the job done. But again, you give up 10 goals, you can't just look at any one thing. I mean, everybody was awful tonight, including myself.
Yep. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. All right, Ryan. Obviously not the outcome you wanted tonight. Have you ever been involved in a game that was kind of as crazy as this, and you look up at the end of the scoreboard and there are 18 goals being scored?
I've never been a part of it. It's just something, once in a blue moon that happens, and two good teams going back and forth scoring goals. It's just, it's tough, and when your offense is going and someone's got to lock down and play some defense. So they had the upper hand on us tonight.
What do you take away from a game like this that you can apply and improve upon as you get, Indy here on Friday night, and then have to go out and play a good game over the weekend as well?
I think all around just our general game. I don't think there's one thing in particular that we have to pick on. Whether it's just net front coverage, back checking, offensive works. Either way, I think we got to work on our overall game there.
Offensively, though, is it kind of a silver lining that I know that at times offense has struggled this year, but you guys put up 8 goals. That is a new season high for you guys.
Yeah, it's always nice to see that we put up 8 goals like that, but when the other team puts up 10, it doesn't always help. So when we put up 8 goals, we got to learn to lock down on defense and make sure they don't get any more than 8 goals in us. We got to be able to lock down on defense and make sure they don't have the offense opportunities they had.
I know after Sunday, Gary was focusing on and talking about how you guys need to close out in the third period. How disappointing and how motivating is it to have a performance like this that you can draw from and say, okay, guys, we really need, that is something that we need to improve upon?
Yeah, it's definitely something we need to improve upon. Again, the full 60 minutes of a game, 5 guys connected the whole time, so it's something we definitely need to improve upon, something we need to look at in video and see, what we need to fix and what we need to alter, and what, whether it's just the work ethic of the whole entire game or it's, details, X's and O's, and we got to look at it and go over video and see what we have to change.
Okay. Jake, obviously not the outcome that you would have liked at the end of the game. Have you ever been a part of a game like this where, you score 8 goals but you lose? There are 18 goals on the scoreboard at the end of the game.
Yeah, I can't say that I have, but, sometimes, the game of hockey nowadays is a lot more goals, but, we were up there for a bit and we should have just stepped on the gas a little more and not let them come back.
One of the messages I know after Sunday's game that Gary was giving you guys is you got to close out. You got to close out that third period. How frustrating is it that after a game like that, you have a performance in the third period like this? Yeah,
I thought we got off to a good start there at the beginning in the first period. Our defensemen were blocking shots all over the ice, especially on the PK. And, like I mentioned before, we let our foot off the gas a bit. And, every team in this league is pretty good, and they'll sneak back in. And, like I said, we just didn't finish hard. And, we've been talking all year about playing a full 60, and obviously we didn't do that tonight.
Offense has struggled at times this year, but 8 goals, I guess, is a silver lining. That is a new season high. What were you guys doing well offensively, and how much confidence does this give you guys going forward to put, 8 goals up on the scoreboard?
Yeah, we're obviously going to flush this game down the drain there, but we got to build off of it and learn from our mistakes. But offensively, we practiced the power play there yesterday, and we got a power play goal there tonight, which is good. But, we just got to come together and, get pucks to the net. I think there in the third period we didn't get enough pucks to the net, and, when we're playing our best game, we're getting in the goalie's face and just playing hard in front of the net there.
What do you think the focus is going to be on moving forward when you hit the practice ice tomorrow to get ready for Friday's game?
I think we just got to get back to Komet hockey. Like I said before, the first period we were playing really well, blocking shots. The D were blocking shots, and we just need to play hard-nosed, blue-collar hockey.
Anything else you'd like to add, Jake?
No.